Disliking the video right now just kind of proves my point that you're just in denial. Because anyone that really dislikes this video is basically somebody that purposely wants to miss the nuance of this. I'm not here to attack anyone, but I'm here to basically call out on bullshit and also just clarify this entire situation about Lolicons and this whole debacle with what is acceptable and what isn't. Here's the bottom line. Lolicons are weird. However, are you hurting anyone? Not really. But is it weird? Yes. And the reason why people think it's weird is pretty fucking simple. Because if you want to use esoteric messaging to get your message across that you really like lollies, and as well as the fact when that messaging is explicitly sexual, then we are going to have an issue. Because the thing about lolicon, why it is such a taboo, is because, well, let's not beat around the bush, sexual activity with kids that can't consent is illegal. And that's obviously why it's such a heated debate. However, if you're gonna come at me to just say that I don't understand the culture behind it, then shut the fuck up. There is definitely a difference between an adult that's short and looks very young and a literal fucking child. My honest opinion, if you have your weird shit and your weird fetishes, go right ahead. Couldn't give less of a shit. But if you're gonna tell me, because I don't understand your fetish, that I'm the one that has a problem, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. And you know people are just willing to not understand the lines when they simply just don't equate things equally. This tweet right here with just 20 views kind of summarizes it perfectly. ERP with an adult, which if you don't know, all of this is all consensual things you do as adults. Is it weird? Yes. Are you hurting anyone? No. Jerking off to a little anime girl is normal. And that is the problem. People are trying to normalize it, but the problem is that it doesn't work in real life because it's fictional. And that's the one argument they do have, is because it is fictional characters, you're not really hurting anyone. However, it is very weird that out of the things that you get turned on by are human beings that are kids. You can do your weird shit. I couldn't give less of a fuck. But don't go out to try to attack people for simply quote-unquote not getting it. You are in denial. That is just the truth. Because you know how bad it sounds when you say it out loud. I think the only take I'll actually go after is actually Rev Says Desu. Rev is a content creator I highly respect. However, this tweet kind of rubbed me the wrong way, just a little bit. It was a reply on Hex's post, and I'll read out Hex's post first. You don't deserve to be called a criminal unless you do crimes. But when you're into weird shit, you should expect people will think that you're weird. You're not entitled to anyone's exception of that weird shit. If you don't want to be just, keep your shit private. And that's the thing I also want to add upon rexlent's shit, is that this esoteric messaging that we just talked about, right, like, it's clear, you're just weird, but whatever, you do you, I don't give a shit. There's nothing wrong with being weird, I agree. We're all pretty weird in some regards. But your logic of keep your weird stuff private could be applied to so many different lifestyles. My problem with this statement is that the way you apply this statement right here, you're applying it in a way that basically almost puts other things that aren't as weird on the same level. Or like you say, VTubers. I think those are two very, very different things because some people find VTubing weird. However, it's not the same level of weirdness. One is a fetish and the other one is a fucking form of entertainment. You cannot treat VTubing and, for example, Lolicons on the same level because there's different levels of weirdness. It is a spectrum. Because saying shit like this while openly stating this, I think, is a bit hypocritical. Rules for D but not for me. Lolicon is weird, but as long as you're not really hurting anyone, who cares? Don't go out and attack other people and call them weird because they quote-unquote don't understand you when it's fucking obvious you're trying to deflect and try to have some sort of plausible deniability because they're fictional. And now what I'm about to say is gonna rub people the wrong way. But I do sympathize with some of these people in the sense that they didn't really choose to be attracted to this. But I can't really show sympathy for people that outright call me an idiot or weird for not understanding them when they're just weird. Those people can go fuck themselves. But that's about it. I want to play WuWa now, and I'll see you guys next time when I find something that pisses me the fuck off.